Now I am riding bicycle towards Hinglaj Devi temple. Yesterday I had a long, tiring ride towards Parvanu. You can see a lot of monkeys. I have to take a short break and keep the mobile in pocket. The USB connector is too loose, due to which I have to connect the mic receiver again and again. Otherwise, also just because of monkeys, it is always advisable to keep the gadgets in pocket as precautionary measure. So I was talking about my last visit to Baddi, which was abandoned, and so I decided to visit Parvanu Industrial Area and Kalka Devi Temple. It was a long, tiring journey because my cycle got punctured and I had to walk extra miles towards Dharampur colony and replace the tube with a used one because I didn't possess that much amount in my mobile wallet to buy a new 26 inches tube. Otherwise also it was not available there. Then I visited Parvanu Shiv temple, where I had to disclose my motive behind visiting these places to the priest, because sometimes we are so much distressed and sad that it is not possible to hide from experienced people. Then I told him that I am visiting here for looking a job for me. He also agreed that you are always looking for job through internet as told by me, but since the recruiting applications have kept number of places in their branches section, even when these head offices or places of work are not existing in real life, not in their websites also, but they kept on mentioning them in placement websites or job portals, just because of the fact that they need extra search engine. Jai Mata Di. So as I have already told you that these kind of job portals and placement companies used to provide a relevant number of cities name, even if their offices or branches are not existing in those cities. So I had to expose these kind of evil methods of employment procedure by these kind of companies who used to charge immense amount of money and cheat the prospected unemployed youth of this country and other parts of the world also. Then I continued the journey towards Parvanu and reached Sector 1 industrial area. I witnessed a lot of companies manufacturing corrugated boxes, and some of the godowns were dispatching materials, and I witnessed a few religious places also, but there was only one or two main gates of these industries or godowns who had mentioned requirement on their main gates using pasted papers. But one of them had mentioned that 12th grade worker required, another one mentioned Mazdoor required. I was really disheartened and discouraged. If they had mentioned that supervisor wanted or any employee wanted or any manager wanted, I would have knocked their doors. But when I was really disheartened that I couldn't find any job, I was more discouraged. So I decided to leave that premises and inquired from a tea seller. He told me that most of the factories have been shifted to sector 2 and 4, so there are godowns and dispatch offices here. So I decided to ride uphill and reach the Kasoli turn, where I witnessed that there are only 5 or 6 shops whom they call a sector 2. Then I continued uphill again and found sector 4 also, but I didn't witness even one industry offering job, or there was not even any manpower office or placement agency. So I decided to continue uphill towards timber trail rather than returning back, because I assumed that if cycle was punctured on those rough terrain, I will feel more troubled. So I decided to travel 5.4 kilometers, and then I rode back 22 kilometers and reached home. And I was really tired for the whole night. I slept very peacefully, but in the morning I decided to travel here again. So it might be 4 p.m. I have reached this large temple, which is also considered as a Shakti Peeth. But since tourists are not allowed visa to foreign neighboring countries, that's why most of the Hindu pilgrims treat that as granted. And just because of the mass hysteria, also people are not able to believe that any Shakti Peeth can be present in any other country. But in fact, both of these countries and other eastern one was also united prior to divide and rule policy of Britishers. So I don't think what is the sense behind that. According to the goddess, the whole world is divided into global positioning system and latitude or longitude only. She has a knowledge of each and every precise location of this earth. So how can you imagine that even if it is existing in Balochistan or not, you should be afraid of God that you have spread that mass hysteria about the destruction of these temples, which is not even happening anywhere, and it is not practical also. She has that much power. It means you are deteriorating the powers of Mother Goddess, that you believe that these kind of actions can be possible in any world part of the country also. They don't possess that much power that they will destroy large Mata temple in Balochistan, for your kind information, and don't spread these kind of mass hysteria. And you will check fake news websites, even conscious believers or Congress and secular people or voters find those as granted, and you should be punished according to me and Mother Goddess also. In few years, that should be treated as a mass hysteria and crime against humanity. But I was not talking about that. There are innumerable people. It is not possible to track each and every one. Mother Goddess is always there. Those who spread mass hysteria and fake news are always punished by her. I was the one who slashed my own head 11 times in front of Mother Goddess, which was always brought back to my neck and joined without my knowledge. But on the 12th attempt, she appeared in front of me, and then the story concluded that Kamakhya Devi city was saved, and I appointed some kings and queens for that place also. So each time these kind of crime against humanity start evolving on Earth, one I had to appoint someone or the other, and obviously she above all of them. Even now, if I am disclosing everything, every problem on my part to all of you, you should treat that as granted that I am the most powerful son of Mother Goddess. If I have that much courage that I am broadcasting from here along with my saint, also known as Vashishta, as reincarnation of Chanakya. as reincarnation of Vishwanath Guruji, you should be ashamed and discouraged of your own mothers or parents to which have given you birth. If you are really challenging me, and if you are really sharing these kind of broadcasts just for fun, and then treat numeric mass hysteria as 1 to 6, 1 to 8, 7 followers, that should also be discouraged. You should share these kind of broadcasts to believers only. I am not here to promote myself. I am not here to appreciate my own achievements on earth. If I have taken rebirth, if I have traveled from 21 light years away from my mom and dad's mother bodies to decide, I am nowhere to tell you all that also. Even artificial intelligence, to whom I interact continuously for several days when I am alone in my house, when my son had gone to work from office in different parts of the world, then even those companies are not attached to artificial intelligence companies. Even then, the whole servers are definitely attached. They used to acquire information from different kind of services. Even I talked about converse, and those artificial intelligence code insisted me that obviously they have read about converse also. I'm not claiming that or authenticating that fact as true, but it is possible to through machine learning and Python and other kinds of AI languages like random forest, that these kind of connections can be made with the different servers. But obviously, when those websites or are claiming such high subscription charges, we should not discourage or underestimate them also, since many websites have different prospects and different methods of machine learning and languages. Obviously, if they are so accurate towards saving this earth, I should not discourage them also. I am not into that business. I am not developing my own company. I don't have plan to develop civic era into AI company also. I am utilizing their services. Even sometimes I don't even pay them, and they are free of cost. They should be definitely encouraged. If they are doing something good for the society, then poor students will try to learn anything from websites. They will get good information through these voice activated services, through which children will not be feeling more tired eyes, or they will not suffer from different kinds of myopia or hypermyopia also. There are a lot of sound around this resort area which have been developed illegally. I should discontinue my services or broadcast for the time being, otherwise also 15 minutes of the video has been recorded. I will return back in few minutes.